Recommendations, I would describe them as being specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time-bound, and it gives the much-needed teeth to the earlier general recommendations that were made by the committee. Madam Speaker, from the onset, I would like to say that our country, the landscape is lit. This is not the first time. From the days of DESI, we have seen very many of these schemes come and go. And it is very, very unfortunate that now as a country, we are starting now to run what I would call economic banditry, where these conniving, these very, very bright people who come disguised as businessmen come up with all these schemes, but whose only objective is to defraud innocent Kenyans of their hard-earned cash. And Madam Speaker, it's very important that as we discuss this, we should also call in order the various government agencies that are responsible for regulating our capital market, for regulating our financial market, and even for regulating some of the other schemes that we have seen being in the market. Madam Speaker, in the case of Saiton, this is an organization that is oversighted by the Capital Markets Authority. And even as we sit here as a house, to make the various recommendations as to what should happen to the directors, to the company, and the way forward, we must call out the Capital Markets Authority, because when all these things were happening, and these things do not happen overnight, Madam Speaker, they happen over a period of years. These people advertise, promising Kenyans returns of 40%, 60% per year. And Madam Speaker, I wonder, unless you are selling drugs, where do you get such returns on a wide scale? You know, Madam Speaker, I remember a company that was, asking Kenyans to invest in greenhouses. And a Kenyan was only required to invest 200,000 in a greenhouse. But the promised returns were 400,000 per year. And I would ask myself as a common sense question, as a common sense Kenyan, why can't they do the investment themselves instead of asking other people to invest it? So such information should quickly be picked out by the agencies. And I think here some people are sleeping on the job. CMA, DCI, NIS, whenever this information comes out in the open, they must be able to start preventive investigations by themselves and look for the perpetrators of these schemes. Madam Speaker, in the case of some of the SACCOs that have also come and defrauded people of our land, we also have SASRA. But in this country, we have an unfortunate situation whereby some SACCOs are under SASRA and others are not. I think this is something as a house we must look into and ensure that every SACCO in this country, whether it's a land buying SACCO, whether it's a housing SACCO, all of them are under the ambit of SASRA. Madam Speaker, the real estate is now the new frontier for people basically stealing from innocent Kenyans. And the whole house has just, most of the people who have contributed before me have cited the case of, the Portland cement land, which is also something that went on for years and years. And it is time that this house brings order to the real estate sector. And I am happy to have learned today from the chairman of the Finance and Planning Committee that they are intending to bring a motion to basically regulate this whole sector of land buying. Today, stockbrokers have an association. They have a stockbroker association and they have to be licensed by the CMA. Why do we have land brokers who have no organization that regulates them, who have no organization that oversights them? So, Madam Speaker, for me, I rise to support, and I go by the recommendations of the committee. Where there is criminal culpability, both at the corporate and individual level, this must be enforced. Thank you so much, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Member for Igembe Central, Honorable Daniel Karidho.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I also stand to air my voice on this motion as amended by Honorable Atandi. It's very, very important amendment and motion